Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your weekly Taroscope reading for December the 21st through to the 27th, 2015. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you so much for all the support that you give me each and every day. Truly, thank you so much. Now let's get to the energy of the week. Let's get to your reading, and we start with the Ten of Wands. So this is overworked. This is overburdened. This is too much on your plate. This is things weighing you down. Now, throughout life, we take on obligations and responsibilities, and we do so usually very willingly. But sometimes the obligation or the responsibility isn't ours to burden, and we really need to look at our priority list and where we are using our energy, where we are using our time, where we are giving our love, and making sure that it is bringing value into our life. That it's something that we and we alone must carry. Because if it can be doled out to somebody else, this is the time to do it. Okay? This is a lot going on. This is your plate turning into a platter. Okay? And it's the energy at the beginning of the week. And so this energy usually follows through the whole week. So this is going to affect you. This is going to affect the energy you have, the sparkle you have, the get up and go you have. So look at your priority list. Look at what needs to be on there and what doesn't need to be on there. And maybe just some of the responsibilities you can move to the back burner until another week and get rid of or tick off some things on your list right now that is weighing you down, that is taking away your energy, that is depleting you in one way or another. And then we have the Eight of Swords right next to it, which is our perception. And I think that kind of turns away from, I don't feel the connection between those two cards at all. I do feel the connection between that and the Seven of Cups, though. Now, the Seven of Cups is seeing all the possibilities that are out there. So the Eight of Swords is then telling me that your perception of what can and cannot be done don't ring true with what really can and cannot be done. Maybe you need to broaden your dream. Maybe you need to become more organized or more disciplined. Maybe you are approaching things from the wrong angle and a new angle is needed. Maybe you're not picking the right words for the conversations you need to have in order to get your point across. But this card is essentially a need to rip off the blinders, the narrow focus. So with the Seven of Cups, we see the abundance of so many paths, so many dreams, so many desires. Some of them good, some of them bad, yes. But the fact is that in this card, we see them. In the last card, we see nothing. In the last card, we actually feel trapped, confined in some way, not being able to move forward. And if you look, there's no swords in front of you. If you take off that blindfold that is on you right now, you will see that the path forward is clear for you, for whatever you want to do, whatever endeavor you want to take upon yourself. And then we have the Star. So I think through meditation, through prayer, through opening up your mind to what could be. So ask yourself, if I woke up tomorrow morning and there was absolutely no limitations put on me by a loved one, by a situation, if there was nothing blocking me from moving forward in any direction I want, what direction would I choose? How far could I go? What dream could I instill? What passion could I instill within my heart to drive me further and farther than I ever thought imaginable? Because that's essentially what the Star is. The Star is seeing the goals, the dreams, the desires, knowing that you can obtain them. So within those three cards, there's definitely promise that you're going to be able to see a bigger and better picture than you did yesterday. But you have to give it the attention, you have to give it the time in order to actually get those little hints, those clues those aha moments, those epiphanies, in order to drive you forward. Now we have the Hermit here, and I think it's really going within ourselves, understanding where we have been holding ourselves back or blocking our own progress forward, being unsure of our step perhaps, not believing in our own capabilities as much as we could. Because the Hermit kind of wanders off into the desert, right? And prays, meditates, and opens his mind to the possibilities. And so I think it's very important. I know this is a very rushed week. We saw that with the first card. You've got a lot of responsibilities, a lot on your plate, a lot of obligations. Your plate is full. And so you really need to schedule the time with yourself. It's imperative this week to schedule the time with yourself. Now, when you do that, I think that you are going to understand a lot of, or a part of, at least, your past. Okay? We have the Ten of Swords here. Now, everybody, just shivers in fear when this card comes up, and you shouldn't. You really shouldn't. Because this tells me that you are at the end of struggles, the end of a learning phase in your life. That each one of those swords represents a new skill or a new wisdom that you have mastered through chaos and tears and sorrow and roadblocks, setbacks, pain, suffering. But those swords are not in your back. They are, because if there were, there'd be a pool of blood in front of you, obviously, and there's not. They are your shield of strength. And you are pushing yourself back up there. You are ready to stand tall. The rainbow is going to appear. The sky is breaking up. The sun is coming through. And I think if you revisit some part of your past where you thought that you failed or you didn't push through or you didn't make the mark that you thought you would, that you will understand and gain a clarity, an understanding, a wisdom into how to go forward now. It's like those little jewels, those little, what are they in video games? They're little cookies. You're going to find a little cookie, and it's going to give you what you need in order, whether it's wisdom or knowledge or just strength or determination, or maybe it's a little bit of self-confidence in yourself rearing up, but you're going to get a little cookie, for lack of a better term, from the universe, God, your angels, your spirit guides, so you can see the path forward, so you can see the path to your dreams and your desires and your wants. Absolutely. Now, the last card is the Knight of Wands. And he's a duality card. One is, and very much like I've been saying, you are kind of at the forks in the road here. Okay, and first of all, you need to look into your past and understand that you made it through. You're here at this moment because you made it through, and others wouldn't have been as strong. And I can say that because you're a Sag, and where most things would be detrimental to other signs, you can shrug it off. You can still move forward. You can still look at the glass half full. So you made it to here. So first of all, pat yourself on the back. Embrace yourself for what you have gone through. Please do that. I know that you don't, you're more happy if everybody else is happy around you and you played a part in making them happy. But right now, you need to play a part in making you happy, feeling worthy, feeling confident, feeling exceptional, because you are. Now, the second half of this card is before you mount that horse, before you ride off into your sunrise of tomorrow, you need to ask for protection. You need to ask for clear guidance. You need to ask for the straight path. And it will be yours, but you need to ask. I think there's a lot this week with you looking at what you already spend your time on and whether or not you are spinning your wheels or you are getting value out of your actions. And I think what this is trying to tell you is that you can have so much more value out of your actions, but you need to prioritize. And this is a beautiful week and a beautiful energy, and I know it's very busy this week and probably next week for many people in the world, not just Sagittarius. So let's be a little bit of the hermit. Let's try and schedule time for ourselves. Let's try and take time to meditate, take time to pray, take time to just sit alone and look a little bit in the past. And maybe you want to look at what you consider a failure of the past or something that didn't work the way you thought it was going to, and really examine it and pull it open. Not, and you want to almost detach yourself emotionally from whatever you're looking at, because I don't want you to feel any sorrow. I don't want you to feel any pain. What I want you to understand is the knowledge and the wisdom that you got out of that experience to help you move forward and beyond. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.